covering news where you live. This is 5 News.
Well, thank you for joining us here for the latest news and weather where you live. I'm Joe Ellison. First, we want to tell you about a scam coming out of Washington County. There are reports of scammers calling, pretending to be from the Washington County Sheriff's Office, saying that you have warrants or that you need to pay for a bond. One caller did actually end up meeting with that scammer to potentially give them money. Now, if you see this person or know anything about them, you are asked to call the Washington County Sheriff's Office. And as a reminder, the Sheriff's Office says they will never ask for money over phone or ask you to meet in a parking lot to pay for any bond or any type of warrant. All right, before we get to other news, let's send it over to meteorologist Zach Scott. Zach, another hot day.
Hot day. Joe, is it amazing how often we have to remind people, the Sheriff's Office isn't going to do that. It's happened at least in every county once, right? All right, here we go. Let's get you caught up on the heat. Something else you've heard a lot about here the last several days. Topping out near 98 degrees, warm start to the day. We were in the 70s, Northwest Arkansas, 70s really region-wide. Quickly working our way through the 80s, the 90s. Again, topping out near 98, plenty of sunshine, little bit of a breeze, about 5 to 15 miles per hour out of the south, trying to make it more tolerable outside. Even hotter for us in the River Valley, another toasty one where we're seeing a range of upper 90s to triple digits mixed across west central Arkansas and east central Oklahoma. Again, should see a range of upper 90s to around 102, may even have a spot or two go to around 103. It's going to be possible, but overall, on average, I think we should be closer to around 102. Again, it's going to take some time to cool down through the evening. You get into the triple digits, you can spend a lot of the evening just trying to get out of the 90s. You don't really get into the 80s until the overnight hours. Northwest Arkansas, Benton, Washington, Madison, Carroll counties into Oklahoma, Adair County. Heat advisory feels like temperatures 105 up to, in a few spots, 110 can't be rolled out. Excessive heat warnings for Haskell, Latimer, LaFleur counties into Sequoia County in east central Oklahoma. Sebastian, Crawford, Franklin, Southern Johnson, Logan, Scott counties. We're talking feels like temperatures will likely be around 112. Real quick, Joe, this is what we're waiting on. This Blue H, it's got to get out of here. It's got to get to the southwest, and then that will allow rain chances to at least start coming back. Don't focus on the numbers here, but just focus on the pattern flipping and at least the chance for showers working in by this weekend into early next week.
All right, thanks for that, Zach. Well, parents and faith leaders have filed a lawsuit to stop Oklahoma from establishing what could be the country's first religious public charter school. The lawsuit filed in district court seeks to stop taxpayer funds from going to the St. Isidore of Seville Catholic Virtual School. Although it was voted to be established by the state's virtual charter school board last month, some are saying it endangers religious freedom. However, Governor Stitt is doubling down on last month's vote, calling it a win for religious liberty and education freedom. Meanwhile, in Johnson County, one child is dead, another injured after what investigators believe was an accidental shooting. The Johnson County Sheriff's Office says it happened in the Lutherville community, about 16 miles east of Clarksville. A 9-year-old boy died after being taken to a nearby hospital. A 7-year-old was treated for injuries and then released. The Sheriff's Office says the shooting is still under investigation, but they do not believe criminal charges will be filed. And police in Rogers are looking for a group of people they say broke into a CBD shop. Take a look at these pictures posted on the police department's Facebook page. This happened at CBD American Shaman on Walnut this weekend. They're also suspected of breaking into another business just across the street. If you know anything or recognize the suspects, you're asked to call police right away. And today we're hearing from friends of the victim in Fayetteville's third homicide this year. Police found 32-year-old Brenda Madrillas dead in a Fayetteville apartment over the weekend. Police continue to comb through evidence after catching the suspect in Georgia. And as we await the suspect's extradition back to Arkansas, 5 News reporter Rachel Williams is speaking to the victim's loved ones about how they're reflecting on her legacy.
Yeah, she had that heart, that golden heart of like nobody else, she, despite what life threw at her, she was always very positive, always thinking ahead, always thinking of her kids, always thinking of how to make you smile and how to talk,
Crystal, Danielle, and Daniela all met Brenda when they were in middle school. They grew up together, lived together, and even raised kids together. After hearing about their childhood friend, they were devastated.
I couldn't talk, I was speechless. And actually, as I'm talking right now, my heart starts beating. Just remembering everything that we went through together, it was pretty hard.
Crystal Garcia was one of the last people that spoke with Brenda and had no idea that would be the last time.
She sent me a video of us singing.
Corazón, corazón, no, you're not alone. Corazón, corazón.
She was living with us, and it was a cringy video, made me laugh, but it made me miss her so much.
Madriles was a mother of 5 and a friend to many.
I honestly don't know how she did it to be involved with all of them, but you know how they say it takes a village, to really raise children.
In that village were these 3 girls and more.
And it was one of those things that we leaned on each other for. When I couldn't make it, she was there. When she couldn't make it, I was there. School parties, anything to keep up to date with the kids. And like I said, I just don't know how she did it.
Going forward, her friends, family, and the community are working together to make sure her 5 kids will be taken care of. In Fayetteville, covering News Where You Live, Rachel Williams, 5 News.
Well, that's it for us here. Thank you for joining us for the latest news and weather where you live. Make sure to catch up with us again tomorrow right here for more. Have a great day.